Hey folks, and welcome to my latest video, which is a comparison of this Breitling Aerospace against the Omega X-33. So both of these watches operate in the same market segment, which is there's a high-end and a digi. And the Aerospace got there first and has been doing it longer, and that shows in the design, which has evolved. I think these originally came out in the mid-80s, whereas the X-33 was the 90s. And the X-33 is a replacement, didn't really replace it, of the classic Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch, and they gave it the name Mars Watch, maybe a little bit too soon because it's never actually got there yet. But nevertheless, the Aerospace has been designed with pilots in mind, and the X-33 with astronauts in mind. So, which is the one to buy? Well, I'm going to make the case for this Aerospace first. So this is the this one's got the super quartz movement in it, which means it's much more accurate than the X-33. It's got a thermocompensated quartz movement. I personally think they're better looking. It's lighter and slimmer fitting, a much more comfortable watch. They do a newer version of this, which is a larger size, and they do the lovely yellow-faced Cobra Night Mission version, which I really do like the look of those very much. But it is, with the single, just the crown set operation, it is quite fiddly to use, although that doesn't matter most of the time. And then the case for the X-33, well, it's the space connection, isn't it? It's designed for astronauts. So it's got a lot more features, and it's easier to operate because you've got all these 4 buttons to help operate it as well. And it's got an extremely loud alarm, which is great for escaping meetings if you need to. There's no getting away from the fact that you've got to be somewhere else when that thing goes off. And it's got, because it is a bigger watch, it's got a bit more wrist presence if you're looking for that. And uniquely amongst digital watches, it's actually, I don't know if you can hear that. But yeah, the pushers actually have a clicking feel like a mechanical chronograph would. So I've owned both of these watches for well, I've owned the Aerospace for probably 6 months longer, but I've owned both of them for over a year now. And the reason I bought the Aerospace first is because I thought it would suit my needs most of the time, and it probably does. And the X-33 is very much the model for the purist. But I must admit, if I had to sell one of them, I would sell the Aerospace first and keep hold of the X-33. So maybe if you're thinking of buying one of these two, I thoroughly recommend getting the X-33, but you wouldn't be disappointed with either. They're both very fine watches indeed, and depending on what you like in a watch and how you're going to use that, you make your own choice. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Cheerio.